Welcome back, everyone. I hope everybody's around already. So let me just get back to here. And what are we going to learn today? Yeah. Uh, so, for instance, if you have seen here, the built-in functions are well listed down, absolute value, and something like that. But I will also go, it's day 2. And I will also talk about that. So I have to make an outline here. I call it note for me, so you don't have to. We will see. We will cover built-in functions. And after that, we talk about operators. We have covered already, but it's also good to see something we didn't. After operators, we do conditionals. Where is the conditionals? Day 9, but it's the order. This one is somehow different. I go to conditionals. And then after conditionals, we talk about lists again, all over again, as you can see, guys. And then after that, we talk about loops. And if we cover this, I think it will be enough for today. Yeah. What do you think, guys? Does it sound like a plan?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not? That's
Yes.
true. So now let's create a function, a file, built-in functions.py. And I think first it is good to answer, what is a function? What's the function? Even what's the literal meaning of the word function? I mean, the English meaning. What does function means? Something which has some purpose, right? The function of the computer screen is to display something. The function of a keyboard is actually to get or to take some input from users, right? Yeah. The function of this chat channel is actually to allow us to communicate. Yeah, someone writes some message and it will be displayed and we can communicate based on that. Yeah, function means purpose. Yeah, so in programming, softwares work by using different functions. Functions communicate together. So for instance, let's do print the purpose of print function. What's the purpose of the print function? To print something. So functions usually has name. This is the name part, and it usually takes this parenthesis. It has parentheses, 2 parentheses. Have you seen this? And it may take argument 1, argument 2, argument. It continues, yeah? So for instance, this one, we start by saying hello. World. And I have to run this. Maybe, as you can see now, I am not in the week 2 maybe. So I have to destroy this and open the week 2. Yeah, now I'm at week 2, so you can run it like this. Hello world. Hello world 2021. It takes, yes, it takes multiple parameters. Python is awesome. Yeah, so it takes parameters. So print is actually one of the built-in function. How many built-in functions do we have? As I showed you, we have lots of built-in functions. Built-in function means you don't need to make them. They are already there. They are available. Yeah. So I will talk about the absolute, for instance. Okay, absolute means absolute value. What's the absolute value of -1?
One.
One.
Yes, so let's check it. Print absolute value of -1, and let's see. As you can see, it is 1. Let's also check the absolute value of -9, and I'm expecting 9. And the absolute value of 100 -100, I'm expecting. I'm randomly choosing these numbers, okay? I don't have any specific reason to choose. Absolute value of -9. Let's see. 9. Print absolute value. I just wrote the absolute value of -100, and I'm expecting 100. Great. So we use another we have been using print, and now we use absolute value. Yes, open, for instance, used to open a file, but before that I'm interested in this input. Actually, you can get user input. Print input, and I told you that this is the name of the function, and function needs at least a parenthesis, and the parenthesis may take argument. For instance, this takes a string. Enter your name, or what's your name? Maybe I can enter your name. Might be a very good. Yeah, if I run this, have you seen? I can write this as Sabena. My name displayed here, and print input, enter your age. And I'm a bit old, so I am first I have to write my name, and then this, my age is 250, and 250 is displayed here. Okay, so as you can see, you can use the input function, the built-in function, to get user input. Yeah. For instance, if I want you to calculate, create a script that calculates the area of a circle and circle. Yeah. So can you help me? I will give you some time to think, but I can remind you the formula of the formula is actually pi times r times r. That's the formula of a circle, the area of a circle. Maybe this is confusing. And you should get the radius from a user, okay? Can anyone give me some kind of a hint? Yes.
Print input, enter the radio.
Input, enter radius, right? Yes. Then I have to store this data because I have to multiply it, right? Then we have to store it. So we can, for instance, if I run this, let me show you.
Radius equal.
Radius equal this. Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. Okay. But let's do this first. Print, then radius. It's better if we do step by step, yeah? First, let's see what we get from this value, right? I'm printing the radius here. So let's run enter name. My name is, and my age is, yeah, it varies sometimes. I'm now 200. And okay, radius 10. As you can see, I see the value 10, but we don't know about the type, the data type of this. Can we check the data type? Print type of radius, because I'm expecting what we get from input the value, even though you are writing a number, it could be string. 10. As you can see, the data type is string. Have you seen that? Yeah, so let me just stop this value for some time. Let me comment this out. In Python, do you think I can do this? 2 times 2. Do you think I can do this?
No.
No.
No. So this should be, let me try, because sometimes we have to make error and we have to debug it, okay? Radius 10. Actually, I got something, as you can see, 22. Do you know why?
It just multiplied the string.
That's great. Multiplying the string. It means like, if I say, for instance, this was like hello, I get how many hellos? 2 hellos, something like that. Yeah, 2 hellos. So we are not doing arithmetics. So what can I do to multiply these things? I have to do casting. Casting. What does that casting? Casting means actually changing one data type to another. For instance, this is
Change to float.
yes.
Radius.
Yes, I can change this either a float to int. Okay, what do you think the best way to change this, float or int?
To an int.
Yes, we have here in this, for instance, I can use int. The int actually will help us to change. Let me show you. Print type of and int. As you can see, what I'm trying to do is actually, this one is, what is this? It was a string. I am using the int to change this to integer. After that, I am checking the type. It's a kind of, how many built-in functions do you see here, by the way, guys?
3.
3.
Yeah, 3, yes. The print itself, the type to know the type, and the int to change this integer to, this string to integer. So let's see what we get actually. There is this, what happened? Okay, 10. As you can see now, it is integer. That means it's changed to integer. Okay, but let me now, I think I have to show you something. Pi is equal to 3 like by mistake, you may get this data, okay, like this. So to multiply, to make use of this data, you have to change it to some form of a number, right? or instead of pi, also I may just let me say gravity, something you can get it from some extract while you are extracting the data, and it's like in a form of, doesn't matter if it's pi or that. So now I will show you like what is the value of print int of g. What's the value here?
9.
9. So did I lose some data?
Yes.
Yes. But how about if I print float g?
That will be correct.
Yeah, I'm not losing. So the reason now what I'm trying to do is actually when we are changing the value here, I can use right away float. I'm getting the data and changing it to float right there. So if I'm using float, chance of losing the data is less. Does it make sense?
But if we enter an int in the float, if you enter an int now, an integer instead of floats.
Yeah, it will be a float, so it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
because if you give 2, it will be
2.0.
So
yeah,
you are not losing the data. You are safe. But if you use int and if you have 2.5 and you are getting 2 and you are not, yeah,
you're losing data.
yes. Now area is equal to 3.14 times radius times radius, and now print radius, I mean area. And area is very good instead of a. So as I told you, you should be mnemonic. Mnemonic means a variable name which gives you some kind of related meaning. So now let's run this function file again. Have you seen this your area? Great. Did you understand what I did? Or am I just doing for myself? Who got what we did? Who, again, 1, 1, 1. Just make it 1 and impressive. Everybody got it. So now we use absolute value input. Open actually is to open a file, but we will come that later. And string is to change to string. Yeah, by the way, you can also, as I told you here, casting is changing. So if you have print into this, it will be an integer, and print into 9.81. It's already, yeah, actually that's very good. Print 9.81 float 9.81. So what are you expecting from this?
2.
And what was the casting? What happens? What was the change? What to what?
A string to an int.
String to int. Great. What is happening here?
A string to an int, but we lost.
Yes. What's happening here?
Float to float.
Float to float, it doesn't make sense. So let's just string to. Okay, how about this?
Int to float.
Yes.
Int to string.
Int to string. Okay, do you think this is equal?
Should be.
Yes. Let's try. So I have to put something here. What? Line. So when you see something like this, unless you know how to debug, it takes you like forever, or maybe you may stop doing things, right? So line 23, because it's telling me where the mistake is. Line 23. Okay, here was. Then print int. Int. There's some sound, guys. Then, yes. Invalid literal for int with base 10. String to int.
The last one give us true.
No, because it doesn't. After this, it doesn't. It should be true, but it stopped here, so it didn't reach here yet. So first we have to fix it. Invalid literal. Does it? Okay, let me just try to separately fix this. CMD Python. Sometimes you just open the terminal for a quick fix or a test. Now you know also the purpose of this sometimes for a quick check, you know. Why int of 9.81. Okay, so int 9.81. I think what I figured out is actually we couldn't manage to change the string float to int. So it doesn't actually allow me. And what you should do, you may found such kind of error, right? You may copy this up to this and take it to Google, and I will show you where to find information. Wow, have you seen someone already 3 years ago asked the same question, and even recently? So and Stack Overflow is the best place to get solution. Yeah, that's the place where developers, oh yeah, have you seen? He asked, and 390 people like his post. So actually trying to do the same thing. Yeah. So as you can see, first it has to be changed to a float and then to an int. Got me here has to be used. Have you seen, guys? Who have seen this? So this just for record, and then first he used float and then int, but the output is how an int again. I'm just surprised there. Let me try it. Yeah. Yeah, I found just an integer, and it should be anyway, but it doesn't change. So what I have to do is just remove this one for now. So now I'm actually changing float to int. Yeah, so let's put 10. As you can see, this one is also true, and this one is string. We don't know. We have to check if it is not or not. How do you check it? You have to write print type and this. As you can see, it's string. Great. Now, do you think it's a good idea to go to all of the methods step by step? This the built-in, no, sorry, the built-in functions. Do you think it's a good idea? No. And we will spend the rest of the training just doing this. But while we are learning other topics, we will cover and come. For instance, we use int already, we use input, absolute value, we use string, and some I have used it in the first session in the very beginning. And lengths we have used already. Yeah, so we will use some of, I think one of the best and something you should know also is dir and help. Yeah, for instance, just you write something, I will show you. Even if you write just print dir of 2. What is 2? 2 is an integer, right? It gives you anything, a method you need to deal with integer. Because have you seen the methods available for integer? And if you put also just some string, it provides you the methods available for string. Yeah, so this the dir, I think the dir and help work the same. Yeah. None. Oh, okay. How? Help. Where is the help?
Maybe you should put string instead of my string, because it looks like he's looking for help on individual. I don't know. Try to remove some and space. Just put help string just to see if it works.
Well, how? How did you say?
Now just remove a sum. Just put help and string. Just put string in the. Yeah.
No,
but just to see if.
Oh.
No, because it says no found documentation for some string, but maybe it will. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of reading. It's quite smart. It's reading the. Yeah. Because initially it was looking for some string, the help for some string. It was very precise.
You're right. Let's see. What does the help module string name? Yeah, I think actually, as you said, this one is okay. Let me also maybe change it to stir.
It should be without the.
Yeah, I think this one as. Have you seen the documentation? It just gives you documentation of that specific. So now have you seen the stir? Stir means string. It's a reserved word. So the help actually knows this stir. And if you also go for list, if you write it something like list, it gives you something related to list. And why it's not running? So it should be, have you seen class of list? Yeah. But there is, I think it's so handy. You just write something, for instance, anything, and you just put it there. Yeah, there and string or list. If you just let the list. Yeah, but you don't have to write it here. If you have somewhere else also, for instance, we don't have here. Have you seen here R? R. You just put it the R like this, and you get some information how to deal with that. Okay. I have a mistake somewhere. Enter. because now we are with this the input and float. There's lots of things, but let's learn how to debug also here, guys. We should read what's happening. Line 16 could not convert string to float. Ah, did I pass? Okay, I see. Yeah, because I put something, so just empty space, so that it was not converted to number. So the good thing is, let's turn this off for the time being. And as you can see, there is somehow handy. You can just make use of the there to get some methods, because you may not remember all the methods. For instance, if I don't remember all the methods of strings of whatever I am working on, and let me just show you. Now it's just running. Have you seen? We can have different methods: center, count, encode, end with, expand table, find, format, all these. For instance, you and I, at least we use a split, and we use there should be some of the methods, right? If upper, there should be lower. I think I can do this way. As you can see, I can't see all of them, but I think I can use this. Okay, some of them are hidden. Anyway, you can start with, for instance, let me just show you print Python programming. Does it start with P? Is that true? I'm using just this method, false, because it starts with a capital P. Does it start with, instead of starts with, also it has ends with? Ends with P. False. Yes. How about G? It should be true. Yeah, so anyway, you don't have to remember all the methods. Sometimes you just run the dir, and you see all the available methods, and you make use of that method. So it's like a kind of a support. Yeah. Did you get the use of dir, guys? Could you please type something there if you are active and if you are just following? Yeah. Yes. So this help you to see the available methods. I think we should be done with built-in function. Is it enough? Shall we change it to done?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means we didn't use everything, but you can come and see or search, and when also cover other topics, we will cover most of them through the process. Range, for instance, it doesn't make use of range now. Math, it doesn't make sense to talk about it now. It doesn't make sense now, but we will talk about it. So let's move on. Operators, by the way, we've been talking about operators, so it doesn't take much time. So we can operators dots not pi py. So what are the operators? Please let me know instead of me just talking about what operators do you know?
Bigger than. Smaller than.
Arithmetic operators. Yes, just a bit to make it louder. What was the what did you say?
Bigger than.
Bigger than?
Yeah, well, maybe my English is too bad. Sorry.
Okay, arithmetic operators. logical operators, maybe your, and comparison operators, another. What are the arithmetic operators, guys? Do you remember this? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the modulo, this, and floor division, exponentiation. At least I just categorize them there. Yeah. Do you remember this part, guys? So you need A, and inside A, by the way, before this even, I prefer to talk about the assignment operator. Who could remind me the assignment operator?
The equal sign.
Yes, great. The equal sign is an assignment operator, nothing to do with equality in programming. Yes, instead, actually, we're asking the variable to store or to assign some value. Yeah, great. The assignment operator. So let's do assignment. So that, for instance, A is a variable. So variables are usually letters. It could be small or upper, and it could be from the symbol we can use underscore, and it's also case sensitive. Yeah, I really recommend you to come to here, and there should be variables. There should be. Yeah, variables. How do we name? Proper variable names. Have you seen first name, last name, age? We can even use symbols, but from the symbols we can use underscore, and we can't start, and the variable names can't start with numbers, but you can use numbers anywhere, but it shouldn't be here. For instance, wrong or invalid variable name, because it's starting with a number. This is invalid variable name. Why? Why is it invalid?
It should be an underscore.
Yeah, it should be an underscore because the minus sign is already reserved for subtraction, right? Yeah? Yes, the minus sign is already used as a subtraction, so and the same problem here. This, but if it's underscore, it's valid. And 1 is not allowed. Numbers are not allowed at the beginning of a variable name. That's just, and how long could a variable name could be? It could be very long, but very long variable names are not good because it's not easy to read. And last time I told you this mnemonic naming. I think mnemonic. Yes, this one. Maybe just to remind you, a system such as a pattern of letters, ideas, or associations, which assist in remembering something. Yeah, remembering something. For instance, if something is stored at first name, it's easy to know its first name, right? No doubt. If it's a city, and you may expect the name of a city, and if it's a country, you may expect a name of a country. Yeah. So, but now just for sake of simplicity, let's just use A3 and B4 as a variable name. So this acts as an assignment, and we can do operation. So let's do the operation actually. And if you remember, we can do the operation A plus B, and that is the the addition, print B minus A. And we have done this many times, but just to make it a bit structured, A times B, and print again. Let's do A divided by B, and let's do a modulus also, print. For instance, if we do B modulus A, and print B floor division of A, and then the last print B the power of A, maybe the power of 3, or A B. Okay, what value are you expecting here? I expect 7. What are you expecting from here? I expected 1. If I made a mistake, please tell me. I'm expecting 12. What are you expecting from here? I think, what is the data type you are expecting from here? I would
an int.
Float.
This divided by this. What?
0.75.
Yes. So what's the data type?
Float.
Float.
And float, yes.
Yes, float. Okay, what's the value here? One. That means remainder, right? B, that means we divide this 3 times, it reaches 1 time, and then there will be remainder 1. Yeah. How about this floor division?
1.
Yes, 1. That means getting rid of all the remaining part. And what's the value of this?
This 81.
Yes, 81. This means actually 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 9, 27, yeah. So another way of writing this actually, we can use also power and 3, 4. A power is a built-in function. It takes, this is the base and this is the power. Let's see. Have you seen 81? 81. Okay, then we finished the what is this? Arithmetic operators. What are the logical operators? Logical operators are actually and, or, not. Okay. So I can say, for instance, do you remember this if, then, and? Okay, we have this, for instance, that Python is awesome. I'm writing a statement. Just let me let me show you. Python is awesome. It's a statement, right? It's one statement. JavaScript is awesome too. Can I change this to one sentence? Can you help me? Is there any English person here? Help me to now it's a simple statement, and let's change to a compound statement. I think, as far as I know, it's possible to say Python and JavaScript are awesome. Is it okay? Do you agree, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
This to this. So have you seen, did I use any logical operator here?
And.
Yes. Let's also use another Python or JavaScript. I think here the helping verb is going to be is awesome because it refers to one. Did I use now any kind of operator?
Yes.
Yes, or. And now let's do again Python or JavaScript is not awesome. How many logical operators did I use here?
2.
2. I'm negating here. So let's change these two. Actually, now this is just English language, okay? Now let's deal with something. So we can say, for instance, so if you say this one is Python, okay, print, everybody agreed that Python is awesome, so it's true. And is JavaScript awesome? True. So what will be the result of this value? What do you think the result for this? Python is awesome, JavaScript awesome. So this Python and JavaScript are awesome. So if someone say this, is it going to be true or false? Both statements are
True.
so it's going to be true. So what you should get from this is true also. Yeah, since we have lots of code, I have to comment out because why? I don't see. So as you can see, it's true. Okay, print. How about you guys are in favor of Python and you think JavaScript not awesome? So true and false. And if I say to this group, Python and JavaScript are awesome. So what do you think the value? False, because you don't agree that JavaScript is awesome, yeah? Just to get a true value using the AND operator, both operands or both statements should be true. So now you got the concept. If the other is true, if for instance Python is not awesome, so then it's going to be false. Instead, if JavaScript is awesome, then it's going to be again false. How about if both are false? That means okay, and false. That means I'm just talking about these technologies. Python is awesome, JavaScript is awesome, but you guys do not really believe that JavaScript is not awesome and Python is not awesome. So the result will be false and false, and the compound value also will be
True.
uh,
If I say I don't like and I don't like, is it true?
yeah, that is. But the point, what I'm trying to say is like this is the Python.
This is the right. Okay.
Yes, just if the statement is this. Yeah. So to get a true value using AND, the two statements should be true.
True.
But to get a true value using OR, what you need is just, for instance, Python or JavaScript is awesome. If one of them is awesome, just it will be true. So it is easy to get. So let's see, print true or true all the time, of course, true. Print false or true. It's going to be true. Print true. Yeah, and this I'm just changing the position. Yeah, or the position actually. True, false, and this is also going to be true.
True.
The only case here is false or false. Yeah, this is the last true. This gives you true, this gives you true, this gives you true, but this is false. However, when it comes to end, this is the only condition you get. Only condition to get true value. The only condition to get, the only condition to get false, because the rest are true. Yeah. When do we use not? For instance, if you do not like print, you can use not just as in like it's not false. If you, after saying not false, it changed to true, print not true will change to false. Yeah, you can see it. For instance, this was changed to false and this was changed to true. I think these are the logical operators. For instance, you can also see 2 is greater than 1 and 3 is less than 4. What is this based on the above?
True.
True. Great. Okay, print 2 is less than 1 or 3 is greater than 3 is less than 4. How about this?
True. True also.
Yeah, because this or operator, it just need one true statement. Yeah. How about if I change this like this and note, what's the value of this?
True.
Yeah, that's because this is false. We change the false to true, and this is true, true and true. Yeah, so let's expect that. Yeah, true. Great. Now you managed to cover logical operators. Did you get it? Yes, we'll have 1, right? Can you please type 1 for me? That is a sign of got it.
True.
So please. Yes. Great. Yeah, this is a kind of confirmation, guys. So it's really helped me to know that you got everything I taught. Okay, so we got that. What's left actually? Comparison operators. So can you tell me the comparison operators? We may say greater than, or maybe greater than or equal to, less than, or maybe less than or equal to, or maybe we say equal to, or maybe we say not equal to. Do you know any other comparison methods or operators? As far as I know, these are the common. So let's compare things. Print is 3 greater than 2. Yes, yeah, that's true. Print is 3 greater than or equal to 2. Tell me.
True.
Yes, true. Print 2 is less than or equal to less than 3. Is that?
True.
True.
Print 2 is less than or equal to 3. Is it?
True.
Remember, it is or. 2 is less than or equal to, so it should be true. Print. What's left? We cover this, this, and this. Yeah. 2 is equal to 2. Oh, of course. No doubt, right? Print. How about this? Guys, You should watch out this. What about this?
False.
False. Why?
Because the other one is a string and the other one is an integer.
Okay, great. How about this?
True.
Or the other way? Because now we're like mixing things, and everything we mix now, the little things we implement now helps you to solve problem, okay? So it's good to. How about now?
It's true.
Yeah, this is true, this is true, this is true, but this is not true because the data type and the value is different. Great. And how about this? We can just, I can write it at the bottom, print 2. Oh no, I'm mixing JavaScript here. Okay, 2. How about this?
True.
True.
True. Yes, this is what you need about comparison operators. Great, again, another confirmation. Did you get it? Did you get it, guys? Great. Yeah. So remember, this is really very powerful. Comparison operators allow us to make decisions. You know, in life, we make lots of decisions, whether it's good or bad. Anyway, we make a decision. In programming also, we make lots of decisions. So we know how to compare and get the result, and we will make use of this, I think, for conditionals. I think it's better to get a break before we start conditionals. I want everybody to get back maybe quarter to 8. Yeah, and we will start or talk about conditionals. Yeah, see you.